Last week, Jurassic World Evolution 2 received an amazing free update for Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary. But after the initial excitement, I see many people asking, why no DLC? When is the next DLC gonna come?
That's how it always starts. And later there's running and screaming.
Well, not quite screaming, but as wonderful as the free update is, including over 20 new pieces to decorate our parks with, clearly we still have DLC on the brain. And as far as updates go, the free update is not as extensive as the usual updates, which have introduced not just decorations, but also maps, new attractions, new features, and even more gameplay for challenge mode. And new DLCs always bring us new dinosaurs, which, while I don't personally think that's what the game really needs, does always make for exciting additions to the roster. So while we've been exploring all of the new decorations, we've also been curious about what's going to come next and when is it going to come. I want to preface the rest of what should be a short video by stating the obvious, that I don't know. In this video, I just wanted to talk about the possibilities and, importantly, remind people that this update was not the end for Jurassic World Evolution 2. Over a month ago, Frontier reached out to all Jurassic World Evolution 2 content creators via email to clarify that they weren't going to be releasing any DLC for the Jurassic Park anniversary. I made a video about that email because I thought that was pretty important news, and included in that email and in that video was the following statement. While we have DLC packs planned for the future, these won't be launching as part of the anniversary celebrations. The focus for now is on the start of that sentence. We have DLC packs planned for the future. So at the very least, we know for sure that we are getting 2 more packs for the game. This is in line with Frontier's financial report from January, which states that they were planning to release DLCs for the game throughout 2023. Referring to the email, whether they mean packs literally, meaning there would be no more expansions, I don't know. It's possible, but I hope not. The only expansions we've had so far have both been based on Jurassic World Dominion, and I personally would love for Frontier to also get to release an expansion that gives them more creative freedom with the story and the dinosaurs and the other content included. However, if they do mean just packs are still to come, at least there is a good chance those will be accompanied by amazing updates as they have been in the past. Now for this Jurassic Park update, I 100% expected them to be launching it alongside a bigger update, as usual, and a DLC, as usual. Thanks to the email, we knew the DLC wouldn't be related to the anniversary, but I thought they would pair it with something unrelated. Maybe a cheeky Jurassic Species pack, introducing species not from any particular Jurassic movie, but from the Jurassic time period. I was very surprised that they released the decorative update as its own thing, but in hindsight it does actually make sense. They didn't want to distract any attention away from it by releasing more. That, I think, is the answer to why there was no DLC this time. So the marketing could solely focus on the anniversary. Now we've circled back to the second question I see a lot in my comments, and that's, when is the next DLC going to come? I think there are 3 possible options here, but keep in mind that this is just speculation, and I've been wrong several times now. Frontier has made a very good effort to be less predictable than they used to be when it comes to their releases. But the first possibility, I think, is a DLC release at the end of this month. The previous DLC, the Feathered Species Pack, was late. It launched on March 30th, breaking Frontier's otherwise very reliable pattern of always releasing their DLCs and updates every 3 months in the first 2 weeks of the month, like clockwork. We were all waiting for news and were kept waiting and waiting until it finally came at the end of that month. I suspect now that they possibly purposefully delayed the launch of the Feathered Species Pack to sort of reset the pattern in preparation of also releasing a DLC at the end of June, clearing the start of June, when a DLC should have come if the Feather Pack had also come at the start of March, to focus the attention on the Jurassic Park anniversary. If this is the case, we could be seeing the next announcement very soon. Perhaps, though, that would be too soon. It kind of depends on how long they want to keep the Jurassic Park anniversary update in the spotlight. It's possible that they set aside the entirety of Jurassic June for promoting their game off the back of this free update. Universal might have even mandated it. which is why the second possibility is a release at the start of July. Releasing the Feathered Species Pack late in March would have helped bridge the gap, and then they return to their usual pattern of releasing DLCs in the first half of the month, possibly maintaining this 1 month offset of their pattern. Although I kind of doubt that, because if they were to stick with that, they would be skipping the holiday period, and that would be unusual, assuming we can still expect something at the very end of 2023. But now we're talking way too far into the future and drifting off course. The third possibility is probably the most discouraging, and that is that they are skipping, quote unquote, skipping one DLC and update cycle, so to speak. They release something every 3 months. Maybe the Jurassic Park update is all we are getting now, and we could be in for another 3-month wait, with them releasing something in September as per their regular routine. If that is the case, that would suddenly cast a very different light on the Jurassic Park update, in my opinion. While I'm having a lot of fun with it, I think it absolutely changes park building in this game. I doubt it will be enough to keep most of the player base satisfied for another 3 months. It would turn this free gift into a replacement of the new content we were expecting, rather than an addition. Personally, I think a gift, which this is intended to be, is more fun when it's something extra. It's the difference between getting a Christmas bonus on top of your salary, or a Christmas bonus instead of your salary. So hopefully this third option will not be the case. Of course, while I consider these 3 possibilities the most likely because I can reason them, I can logically come to some sort of conclusion based on past patterns set by Frontier, the fourth option is that they can literally release anything whenever. Like I said, Frontier has become fairly unpredictable. Maybe something is coming at the end of July, or maybe mid-August. We don't really know, and we definitely don't know what is going to be coming. I think the most important takeaway from this video is that we know for sure more is going to be coming to the game in the future. In the meantime, we gotta be making the most out of these new decorations. If you are looking for park building inspiration, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.